Hi guys, today we are going to talk about SUI and whether this project still has the potential for a 10-50x or if the token is heading to zero. Over the past years, the price performance has been honestly pretty bad, but we have to remember that this is a fundamental project backed by top tier funds like Electric Capital, Jump Crypto, A60Z and Coinbase Ventures, with over $405 million invested. Back in 2023, everyone believed SUI was the blockchain of the future with a massive ecosystem behind it. But what's happening in reality? SUI has always been known for price manipulation, and it's not a secret they have their own market maker. The token launched around $1. They did an airdrop similar to an ICO where people got around $1,000 just for Twitter and Discord roles. And after launch, the price fell from $1.5 to $0.4, which is about a 75% drop. During that period, there was a lot of FUD, including claims that one of the funds was somehow selling their locked tokens and dumping the price. Then in October 2023, SUI hit its low around $0.4 and started rising together with the whole market up to $2. It stayed there for about 3 months and then again fell with the market from $2 to $0.45, which is again a 75% correction. After that, we saw another strong move up without any real accumulation zone, which means all these huge moves are pure manipulation because they control almost the entire supply and can move the price however they want. Then the main rally happened from $0.45 to $5, more than 10x, which is what we usually expect from altcoins. SUI set its top at $5.3 in January 2025, then corrected together with the market but held the $2-4 range. And recently, instead of breaking upward, it broke the range downward. Also in my Telegram channel I share my trades in real time, all the changes I make to my portfolio, which airdrops I'm farming right now and a lot of other interesting stuff. Links in the description. So now the interesting question is what happens next? SUI is a layer 1 blockchain, meaning it's a standalone chain with its own ecosystem. So basically there are only 2 real options for its future. Either it becomes a chain for unique real projects and activity, or it turns into a meme chain. Or potentially it becomes infrastructure for the genius act. Let's start with the SUI ecosystem. From 2023 up to now, a lot of projects have launched inside the SUI ecosystem, starting from DEXs like NaviX and Cetus, all the way to Walrus, which is basically a Filecoin analog, plus dozens of other projects. But the main difference between all SUI projects is simple. Did they come from Mysten Labs, the company that created SUI, or are they independent? Mysten Labs released only a few projects. The first one was Walrus. It launched with a market cap of around $600 million and gave out a big airdrop. But if you look at the chart, you will see the token dropped 75% from $0.7 to $0.2. Then there was a D-Book, considered an important infrastructure project for the SUI ecosystem. It launched with a small market cap of around $50 million. They pumped it pretty well, around 10x. And after that, the same pattern repeated. The token kept falling for almost a year without any real support, and that happened with several other projects from Mysten Labs. Now let's look at the earliest independent SUI ecosystem projects, the ones not connected to Mysten Labs. For example, NaviX, the first lending protocol on SUI. When the token launched, the project didn't even give out any airdrop, and the price performed worse than most meme coins. If you open the Explorer and check the token holders, the top 20 wallets hold around 60% of the entire supply. That means the team fully controls the emission, but the price still keeps going down. And this exact thing happened with every early SUI project. Another example is Cetus, the main DEX on SUI. Its price dropped around 90% over the last year in true Solana meme coin style. Now, how should it have happened? They pumped SUI, which they actually did, and that should have attracted retail attention. With SUI trending around $5, all ecosystem projects should have been at their highs. The blockchain should have had real activity, users, volume, liquidity, basically a mini Solana. But what happened in reality? They simply pumped SUI, bought out influencer promo on Twitter in late 2023, and even when the meme season started on Solana in 2024, they didn't even bother spending a few pennies to create meme coin runners that could attract meme traders and pull real liquidity onto the chain. All memes on SUI that did pump were either made by the SUI community, which is small and weak when it comes to meme trading, or by random local market makers. The team didn't support anything. The activity on chain looked extremely weak and artificial. So when we talk about the SUI ecosystem, the truth is there is no real ecosystem, and the charts of every SUI project clearly prove it. When it comes to using the SUI blockchain for the Genius Act, the Genius Act is a major breakthrough for crypto because it will officially allow companies to tokenize stocks and create financial products directly on chain, bringing massive liquidity into the market. On paper, SUI could fit this role because it's a layer 1 blockchain with high throughput, but in reality, the SUI team isn't really doing anything to claim a piece of this market. Not the way ZK Sync is doing it, as I explained early in this video. Based on everything above, I can confidently say the project looks very weak right now and there is no signs of a second wind. But okay, even if the ecosystem is dead, maybe at least the SUI token can still be pumped. Let's open the chart with SUI market cap. It looks like distribution and not accumulation, which means this isn't the kind of structure that leads into a big rally. Here is why. Back in June 2024, SUI's market cap was around $2 billion and the token price was about $1. Now pay attention. Today the market cap is $6 billion while the token is only around $1.6. For big players, that's a huge profit. For them, this is basically a 3x because of token unlocks, while for retail, it's only around 60% gain if you bought around $1 in June 2024. So the token has been a downtrend the entire year, while funds keep getting new tokens unlocked, and they calculate profit not from the token price but from the total market cap relative to the tokens they hold. And judging by SUI's market cap right now, the token isn't anywhere near the lows, it's actually closer to the highs if we account for the project's valuation from a year and a half ago. That's why if I were them, I would keep distributing tokens. The whole market is dumping. Why would they bother pumping anything if they are already in massive profit? Yes, they can push the token up locally, but the probability of SUI returning to its all-time highs is very small. In the past few months, they even stopped paying Twitter influencers to promote positive narratives. That's just one of the signals. SUI's market cap is now extremely large, around $15 billion, for a project whose ecosystem has basically stalled. From a risk-reward perspective, buying SUI is simply not worth it. We already seen how easily this token can drop 75%. If you absolutely want to play SUI, a smarter idea is to look at SUI ecosystem tokens instead. Yes, I said earlier that everything is bad there, but most of those tokens have already dumped 90%, and many of them never even had a proper distribution phase. From a risk-reward standpoint, those entires make more sense than buying SUI itself, because the upside is much higher, while the downside is the same. I have a couple of SUI ecosystem projects in my portfolio. The first one is SUI-NS, that's Mr. Labs project. It's pretty much the only one from them that completely failed. Instead of showing any real results, it dumped hard. The FDV is small, around $25 million. So for Mr. Labs, pumping it wouldn't be a problem at all. The whole bet here is simple. If they ever decide to pump at least one of their ecosystem tokens, SUI-NS is small enough to move easily. Nobody really cares about a domain name project on SUI, so the only reason to hold it is the possibility of manipulation. And the good thing about ecosystem tokens is that if SUI pumps, they pump too. And even if SUI dumps, but the ecosystem market maker wants to pump their token anyway, they can do it easily. The main chain doesn't matter. And if you are looking for a good exchange, I recommend Max. I have partnered with them, and the first 20 people who register will get a $50 bonus. The link in the description. We wish SUI the best, and that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.